With all the different types of filter media available, choosing the correct media can be a little confusing. When keeping a reef aquarium, this is especially important because using the wrong media or using it the wrong way can have some pretty nasty effects in your tank. Carbon, GFO, and BioPellets are currently the most popular types of filter media, and this is for a good reason. They're inexpensive, they're easy to use, and they're proven to keep your tank clean, clear, and free of impurities. Stay tuned to learn precisely just how these different filter medias can benefit your aquarium and how to use them correctly. Activated carbon is the most widely used type of filter media, and the benefits of using carbon are pretty amazing. Carbon effectively removes medications, organics, chemicals, color contaminants, odors, and other impurities from your tank. Most hobbyists use activated carbon at all times, but it can also be used situationally to remove medications or chemicals. In fact, many of the medications and algae treatments on the market actually recommend the use of activated carbon to help remove any residual chemicals from your aquarium after the treatment is complete. Many of the corals we keep inside our reef aquariums release toxins into the water as a form of defense. Carbon removes these chemicals from the water column, which allows hobbyists to successfully care for a variety of corals in the same aquarium. With regular use, carbon can help you achieve crystal clear water for better light penetration. With less dissolved organic waste in the aquarium, your fish and coral are more likely to thrive. The best way to use carbon is to fluidize it inside a media reactor with moderate water flow. Adjust the flow so that the carbon is tumbling and slowly boiling on top. Carbon can also be effective when placed inside a filter media bag and dropped into a media basket, canister filter, sump, or hang-on power filter. Just rinse before putting it into your tank and place it where water will constantly flow through it. Under normal circumstances, carbon should be changed out every 3 to 4 weeks. Now, if you're using it to remove medications or algae treatments, you'll probably want to switch it out after just a couple of days. Now, it's important to remember that you shouldn't leave carbon in your tank for too long, and if you don't have any new carbon available to replace it out, just remove the existing carbon from your tank until you have more available. GFO, or granular ferric oxide, is pretty magical stuff. GFO filter media is one of the best defenses against algae outbreaks and lasts a surprisingly long time when used properly. Phosphate is the leading cause of nuisance algae in aquariums. It also inhibits the growth of calcareous corals. An elevated phosphate level may even cause your prized SPS corals to brown out or perish. Phosphate enters your aquarium mainly through fish waste, but also via supplements, food, and even top-off water. GFO binds to the phosphate in your aquarium water, making it unavailable to fuel algae growth or adversely affect your corals. You can use GFO filter media at all times in any reef tank. Fluidizing the media inside a reactor yields the best results. It helps prevent clumping and ensures a maximum contact time with your aquarium water. Adjust the flow inside the reactor so the top layer of GFO is simmering. You do not want it to tumble or move too fast. Higher flow may turn the media into a fine dust which could potentially be released into your aquarium. GFO should be rinsed thoroughly before being placed into your aquarium. Testing your phosphate levels frequently is going to help you understand when the media needs to be changed out. Once you see your phosphate levels start to rise, you know it's time to change out your GFO media. Now, in a system with elevated phosphate levels, you're going to need to change that first batch out right away. Once the phosphate levels drop to an acceptable level, the GFO is going to last much longer. Last but not least, we have BioPellets. The way BioPellets work is pretty cool. The pellets are made of an organic-based plastic that acts as a food source for bacteria. As bacteria grows on and consumes the pellets, nitrate in your aquarium is also consumed. The bacteria colonization on the pellets soon creates a biofilm. As the biopellets tumble inside a reactor, the biofilm sheds off the pellets, carrying with it the bacteria and nitrate. The film is then removed by your protein skimmer, and the nitrate goes along with it. You can't use biopellets without a media reactor. Adjust the flow into the reactor so that the pellets gently tumble. Place the effluent or outflow from the reactor in close vicinity to your protein skimmer intake. This allows the skimmer to remove the biofilm immediately after exiting the reactor. It's important to note that it takes time for a bacteria to grow, so be patient and be sure to keep your pellets tumbling. It generally takes 4 to 6 weeks for a biopellet reactor to start working effectively. You should slowly introduce your system to biopellets, starting with 1/2 or even 1/4 of the recommended amount for your aquarium size. As time goes on, you can slowly add more pellets until you reach the full amount. Filter media is pretty much a fundamental part of keeping a reef aquarium. If any of you aquarium keepers out there have questions about filter media, please leave us a comment or contact us. Our team of experts is always happy to talk tank and share our experiences with you. We do appreciate you guys watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest aquarium news. And until next time, take care and happy reef keeping.